Look at me. I'm actually looking like a Floridian now. They gonna look at him and say, that's a Floridian. I'm gonna be like, you damn right. Now, it was funny yesterday. The first question people asked me in my comment section, and I mean the very first question I was asked, was, you said Will Smith wasn't gonna show up, and Will Smith showed up. You said Will Smith wasn't. I swear, I saw that in the comment section and I laughed almost every single time I saw it. You said Will Smith wasn't gonna be there, and Will Smith showed up. What made that whole situation funny to me was clear. What made that situation funny was this. And this is a very good reason why that situation was funny. Because I address it probably within the first 30 seconds of the video. It's actually the first thing I addressed it in the video. So the video wasn't even 30 seconds long before I explained that Will wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't going to be there. He was on location. I told you that. Shalom back to you, my brother. Now, everything else, and please hit the like button, people, as the powers that be will show up and do what they do. Now, I addressed that in the very first opening like the first minute of the video. So everybody who made that comment didn't even watch the video. They just jumped right in just to make a comment. It was funny. Very funny. Will Smith wasn't supposed to be there. Then there's other people saying Will made Jada do it to save his image. That's not true. It's not true at all. She was always going to come to the table because, hold on. Because it's one thing she liked more than anything, and that's running her mouth. She have taken the word entanglements, and it has become a trending topic. Just like Tiger Woods' transgressions. I told y'all that a little bit yesterday. Now everybody who has been on my Patreon actually seen some of the things that are out there. Meaning that you saw some of the names and been blown away by looking at it yesterday. Now, where does Will play in all of this? Will was only sitting there because he wanted to be a husband who was supportive. And he wanted to point out, Jada, what did you do? Because he knew this was going to be a bad idea. Her messing around with somebody who was young, like August. What they didn't get into is her entanglements And that was entangling with someone. Not that the person is just as young as her children, who was a friend of her son. She was thinking, mama gotta have a life too. And what she decided to do was entirely different and had more meaning to her than anybody else's opinion. Please hit the like button. And thanks to everybody that hit up the Cash App. Carcino's that name on that Cash App for you newbies. And for the newbies, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that when we go live, we give you the info. You're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the curve. I know because Will, I told you before, is filming a movie. They've already produced it and filmed it. And Will Smith is going to be playing Venus and Serena's father in a motion picture also, but everything got halted due to the corona situation. But Will is promoting his other film that he got that's coming out based on Peter, who freed himself, who was a slave who freed himself. So you've seen Peter many times, but not from the face. They always show the slave with the whips on his back. That's just like atrociously. You're like, oh my God. That's the back of Peter. His story is a remarkable one, and Will Smith is bringing that story to life. And a lot of you have seen the photo and never heard the story, so Will is working on that. That's where his passion is right now. This was not, this is why he wasn't going to go to the red table. But Jada felt he needs to be there, for this support. She's like, I can't go to the red table if you're not there. So the whole thing, Will's not there now. Will's gone. Will, that's pre-recorded. That's not a live segment. So they recorded. Oh, they came through with the boot. Hit me up with the boot. Kicked me off with no reason. And then I got to start anew. But that's why Will was like, look, this is your red table talk. I'm not on there. And like she said, I just need you there for support. So Will agreed to do it. He flew in, made the appointment, came in, seen him, and that was that. Entanglements. That has been the new word. It's trending everywhere. Like, no one knew what transgression was till Tiger Woods said it out his mouth. Transgressions? Transgressions? What is a transgression? Next thing you know, baby, I didn't cheat. That was a transgression. Everybody allowed a transgression. Look at Tiger. He had a transgression. He had a few transgressions, that's all. Oh, I thought that was cheating. No, babe. It's just a transgression. Yeah, so I guess, how you run into a situation? I ran into one today. Just today. And I blame myself. Because, I was sent the video. I sent the video to a couple of people. They watched it, checked it out, meaning the table talk. So they give their views. Sent one to my ex. It didn't go well. I'm thinking, what did I do wrong? Next thing you know, I'm slapped back into a relationship. I'm like, huh? It's like, look, I don't care. At least they're married. I'm like, what is she saying? Like, did I send a message to it? I just sent her the link to the video. When we split up, I was under the assumption, like, how they say people are going to remain friends? I thought we were going to remain friends. But obviously, that was just a statement that was made that with only one party agreed to. Her thing is, that was a good way to part, because I was not going to do what she said do when she said do it. And that's not what she wanted. She wanted to be married. And I broke everything off and did not marry her. So I don't deserve to be friends with her. She didn't say this at the time, because in her mind she was thinking, I'll just change tactics and come back stronger the next time. I'm like, nah, game's over. Fourth quarter, game's over. Let it be done. But nope, we didn't get that. We were attacked. And I'm like, how am I getting attacked off what Will did? Will did this stuff. Will and Jada. I'm like, I just sent you so you could watch the video. So in case you didn't see it, that's all. Sent it to other people, they ain't had nothing to say. So I said, you know what? This is my fault. And you know what I'm gonna do? That's it. It's over. Translation. She's like, let's just talk professionally, because based on her job, right? Like, if I could help her make some money in her line of business, then we could talk. But, and get this, but if I'm not doing that, then we shouldn't speak. So I'm like, well, you've just cleared all that up, because in my head I was thinking, once I got that text message, any entanglement with us has been completed. I don't think we should speak at all, on no levels. And those were my rules. And those are the only rules we gonna follow. So now, she's gone. Feel good. And the reason why we didn't go down the path of marriage is because it was psycho hour. This wasn't going on in a relationship. I just got reminded of what it was. Somehow I wasn't the best communicator. If I said, hey, what's up? That wasn't the best communication. Psycho hour. You're not the best communicator. I'm like, that's all I do is communicate. The hell are you talking about? Psycho hour. I'm telling you, the woman was determined to have her own way. She came in playing the nice girl role, thinking I was gonna be stupid enough to just run out and buy a ring. I don't know where she got that from, but it didn't go her way. Yeah, it didn't go her way. So don't forget to hit the like button. So my entanglements are pretty much tangled. It's untangled. Yeah, I know. Right? Looking like a true Floridian. Look at me. Yeah, she had to get the boot. And now that she got the boot completely, I mean, this time she can't even be on my Facebook. She's nice and gone. And because she's nice and gone, man, I should have blocked her. I just unfriended her. Damn, I should have hit the block button. That's next. I'll do that after this video. Because I don't want Psycho trying to grab my friends and family. He's a crazy man. My family's going to be like, who are you? Yeah, you got rid of Psycho at the right time. Every line she tried to like segue us back speaking, I blocked all of it. And I'm like, do you not know my mother would have probably choked you out by now? And I've been like, hit her with the can, Ma. Hit her with the pot. You talking about meeting my mom? You crazy woman. You have no idea. I'll be handing my mom stuff to knock you out with. Hit her with that, Ma. Pow, woo. Hit her with that. I can't touch it. I can't touch it. But you can get down. I'll be, oh, use the left. Use the left. Oh, man. I'll be in court like, Your Honor, I handed my mom a pot of coffee so that she can make coffee with it. Now, if my mom decided to wear her head out with it, Your Honor, how am I supposed to know that's gonna happen? Who am I gonna be programmed to say, here, Mom, giving her that is a bad idea? I didn't know, Your Honor. I just thought maybe my mom would want a cup of coffee. I gave her a coffee pot. She decided to bend it all up on her head. Hey, decisions. Oh, I saw it. She mad because I saw it early. And she thought her big plans was working. And it wasn't. I blew all that up. And boy, is she mad about that. Woof. She played herself and didn't know where the road ended at. Well, here's the thing. When you make a lot of enemies in this game, it's either going to make you weaker or make you stronger. This has done nothing but help Jada, because now, even though people are going to look at her with a slight eye, in Hollywood, everybody's doing this, so it's not like they cherish marriages and sanctity of it. In Hollywood, you got people doing it for professional reasons. You got people doing it as beards. You know, you got all of these different situations going on. I was the first person to tell people about Miley Cyrus. I said Miley Cyrus is 100% lesbo. Told you, pleaded with you, and said, hey, this is what it is. People argue me up and down. No, no, oh no, 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 she isn't. She's in love with Liam Hemsworth. I'm like, they are each other's beards. His career's not popping off. They both figured out about each other while making the movie. So therefore, once they figured out about each other, they moved forward in creating the fake lie. The fake lie of a relationship. None of them are believable. Now, she's come forward because she's tired of living that lie. I knew when she was on, what was that, Nickelodeon and Disney show, Hannah Montana. I knew then. I knew then. Because see, while she was doing that show, Hannah Montana, at the same time, it was other people who she was associating with. And she was with this Hispanic girl who was all tatted up and was all lesbo out. And I said, they screwing. And she went to do a performance in front of a whole bunch of little teeny kids. And she wore a blue jean, what the heck is those things called? It's what those farmers wear. Oh, my overalls. That's it. She had on the blue jean overall. That's my Chololo style. And she was doing that for everybody else. And they was like, what is that dance? That's my Chololo style. She started thinking she was a Mexican. It was crazy. Because that's the dance that the little chick was doing. So I said, oh, okay. They're dating. Figured that out real quick. I didn't have to be Columbo to see that. And that Liam was 100%. Now the same thing could be said about the other guy from Green Bay, who's the quarterback. You guys just got to be wait to be proven. But I'm like, hey, how many times does this guy got to keep telling you without you guys seeing it? But wait till he's retired. Then you'll really know. You're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. Something wrong with Rodgers. I'm like, of course something's wrong with Rodgers. Something's wrong in this Mr. Rogers neighborhood. You ain't gonna want to walk down that neighborhood. I know, right? I actually feel pretty good. I just, if you want to get back to the gist of it, they're gonna spin this thing to gold. I told you it'd be the biggest show they ever did at the Red Table Talk, and it already is. Because now tabloid media collides head on with the press. First time we seen that was Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. That was the first time we ever seen tabloid media go head up with the regular news and was actually defeating the regular newscast. They would go head to head all the time, and they would lose all of the time because the tabloids can get the information faster and was already ahead of the situation before the main news. So the major news was depending on anything they got from those ground sniffers who was going through trash, who was digging up papers. That's how they were able to even get a backstory, because nobody gave a damn about ice skating except for moms. You know, they got people competing in it. Nobody was really watching competitive skating. They had people watching that with beers. The guys was watching that like the game. Oh, here it is. They finna show off again. That's the only reason they let Tanya Harding even skate, because she qualified, but they had to let her skate because they needed the story. So this is where tabloid news and mainstream media, first time they've ever got entangled in this type of web, which gave them credibility. People act like the National Enquirer never existed or Star Magazine, but they want to make it as if, oh, that's just internet media. Tabloids have been around as long as you can remember. Just think about it. How many times have you seen Jennifer Aniston is having a baby in Star Magazine just to put them on the cover? Their publicists make deals to keep these certain same people on the cover of magazines and stores. Now, you're going to see Jada and Will Smith on the cover of all these magazines in the stores. And you'd be like, who buys a magazine in the store anymore? Stay-at-home moms with nothing to do. And there's a lot of them now. And guess what they're going to do? Go shopping for groceries, looking at corner slot, grab that magazine that's going to have Will and Jada. And oh, they're going to have juicy details too. Stuff they got from Carcino and ripped off and put it in their magazine. Then they're going to start telling you more about the Kardashian situation and how the Kardashians and the Smith family are now at war when they all went to school together. But they're not going to know certain details unless they're on the Patreon about the son and why they had to snatch him out of school. And he was homeschooled after that. See, he didn't go to school very long. There was an incident that happened at the school, and where he had to come out of the school. But when you go to school with big money, lot of things get swept under the rug. So there was a big issue with Jaden. Just to be clear, we're not talking about Trey. We're talking about Jaden. Oh, this has already been reported on the Patreon. My Patreons already know. If you're VIP in the Patreon, you know it all. The Casino for Life Patreon is on fire. Always. And right now, we got the behind the scenes to Sean Kemp. All the things you didn't know. So that's burning up right now. So, like I said, we're ahead over there. You know, I think you guys just got the Sean Kemp video. I don't even think they pushed it. Like, really, because it came out late last night. And there's more details on the Patreon that I couldn't get into on the YouTube because of their provisions. Well, I think it was great. When she said entanglements, and Will Smith even had to call BS on that and jump up and be like, entanglements? No. Come on. You got me sitting here. This your table talk. I think it's best you go on ahead and do what you got to do. Well, that's what happened. They did what they had to do. Had nothing to do with me. But they did what they felt was best. 104 likes. Are y'all kidding me right now? Hit the like button, people. Come on. Like button is free. I forgot my mask.
All right. Talk to you later.
That was Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So how's he doing?
All right.
Well, that's good.